I'm about to unveil a new heater series rod right here in this video. The next model, the next evolution of the heater series lineup is right here in this box. I'm so excited, dude. I'm so excited. Hello and welcome. What's up, everybody? Thank you for clicking on the video. I've got a good one for you today. The new heater series rod just landed, and you already know, gotta crack into this sucker, get our eyes on it for the first time together right here on camera, as we always do. I'm really excited. This is the heater series rod that I have had the most requests for. Without a doubt, more people have asked us to make this rod than any other one. So really excited for this. This is my first time seeing it, my first time getting my hands on it. Speaking of the heater series, really quick, all heater series rods are now back in stock on 6censfishing.com. And this rod that I'm about to show you is available now as well. So you can get your hands on this rod and all of the other heater series rods. Use JR10 at checkout for $15 off every rod. I'm so excited, dude. I'm so excited. Let's not delay the inevitable any longer. Let's cut into this box and get our eyes on the newest heater series rod for the first time together right here on camera. I have not seen this yet. So really excited, stoked to be able to bring this to you. Shout outs to 6 Cents Fishing for making it all possible. Let's check out the new heater. The next evolution in the heater series rod lineup is here. Sorry, I'm trying to do my best to open this giant tube here on camera so you guys can see what's going on, but you know, this is all thanks to you guys. If it wasn't for you guys supporting the heater series like you have, we wouldn't be expanding the lineup. I know that much for sure. So thank you to everybody who has ever picked up a heater series rod. If you were on the fence, now is the time. Or if you were waiting for a restock, now is the time. 6censfishing.com, all heaters are available, including the one I'm about to show you right now. All right, how do I get this open? Come on, man. All right, here we go. If you think you know what the new rod is, go down in the comments right now and leave your guesses. What rod do you think we're adding to the lineup right now? That new. That new heat. Let me set it down right there one time. Oh, I kind of see it. Drop your comments if you think you know what it is. Don't cheat. You could cheat. It's whatever. It's the internet. So, as you can see, I got a little bundle here. Heater bundle. Be careful here. That would suck to break it before I even got to fish with it. All right. Here it is. The newest heater in the heater series. You ready? I'm about to lift it up right now. I'm excited. For once, I'm getting my eyes on it before you guys. Normally, I let you see it first, but here we go. Here it is. Here it is, here it is, here it is. Can you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? That's right. Look at that. Look at that first line guide right there. This is the newest heater series rod, the 7-foot medium fast spinning rod. That's right, guys. I've had more requests for us to make a spinning heater than anything else. And I'm stoked on how this thing looks, stoked on how it feels, extremely light. Take a look at this. Line guides look good. Got high quality components, Fuji guides. I'm really digging this. I'm digging this, dude. So, some details on the heater series. You know, we got these anodized blue accents. You got the emerald green threading. You got the, let me swing it around. You got that heater logo right there with the flames and the 6. And then you got your length, your power, your action, what it's rated for, and all that good information down there on the bottom of the blank. Printed nice and neat, easy to read. Emerald threading goes all the way down the blank on every line guide. So you have the accent, the visual accents all the way down the rod. And then of course you got the 6 Cents logo right there. It's a heater. And I just so happen to have a spinning reel right here set off to the side so that we can see what it looks like laced up and graced up with some gear. Ooh wee. Okay, okay. I like it. Feels nice and balanced. Lightweight. Let's do a little tip bend there. Okay, okay. I like the flex in that tip. Sweet, dude. Looks great. Feels great. Can't wait to fish with it. So what did I have in mind when I was designing this one? So I wanted to keep in line with the heater series. Same looks, same lightweight feel that you're used to. EVA foam split grip handles. Like I said, Fuji line guides. Bait keeper on the top of the blank. It has a shorter handle. And much like many of the other rods in the heater series lineup, this rod was designed to be extremely versatile. So you can do a lot with it. It's gonna cover a lot of bases. You're gonna be able to get away with a broad spectrum of finesse techniques with this rod. I'm gonna be doing everything from drop shot to throwing small, little tiny swim baits and wacky rigs on it. I feel like it would also make a great Ned rig rod. Of course, we're gonna put all this to the test out there on the water, fish with this thing for the first time on video, so you guys will get to see the first fish, the first catch, and the first time that this rod gets put to actual use out there on the boat. But I'm extremely excited to announce the spinning rod in the heater series lineup. So we now have 7 models of heater series rods, all in stock, all available right now. Don't sleep. Last time they went pretty fast, and it was a good little grip before we were able to restock. So if you've been waiting on a heater series rod, check them out. Don't sleep. Now's the time. JR10 for the win. The new heater series spinning rod is officially launched on sixthsensefishing.com. You guys let me know what you think of the heater series spinning rod. Is this one of the rods that you wanted to see in the lineup? Are you excited to finally see this one become a reality? I know I am. Stoked on the heater series spinning rod. Feels really nice, looks really nice. Right in tune with the rest of the heaters in the series, and man, the heater series continues to pop. 7 different models, everything from finesse to big, heavy swim baits. Speaking of the other models, I have a few of them here on the table. Let's go ahead and take a look at them now. This one, this next one, this one right here, the 6'9" medium moderate. This is my favorite heater series rod, the one that I use the most for the most different techniques, the most versatile. You can throw so many different baits, so many different really fun baits on this rod right here. It's one of the ones that's been sold out for the longest. So if you were one of the people waiting for a 6'9" medium, now is the time. Don't sleep. 6'9" medium moderate heater series. Now I'm going to tell you everything that I use this sweet little heater for right here. 6'9" medium, but it's mighty. I've caught some giant fish with this rod. It's held up to everything from OH Ivy live scope fish to giant 9-pound topwater hittas out here on my home lake. That's right, I've caught a 9-pound catwalk eater on the 6'9" medium moderate, so it will stand up to those big fish. It's such a fun rod to throw because it's shorter, lightweight, it prevents fatigue. You can fish with it all day. Some of my favorite techniques to use this rod for are, let me grab some baits and I'll show you, because it's more fun when you have baits in your hand instead of just talking, right? You don't want to just look at me talking. You want to actually see these baits that I'm talking about, and I'm going to show you right now. So really quick, and I'm sure I'm missing something, but I just grabbed a handful of my favorite baits to throw on the 6'9" medium. And there's a lot. Starting out straight up, it's an excellent soft plastic jerkbait rod. The Flush, the Fluke, whichever one you prefer, the 6'9" medium moderate is perfect for throwing a soft jerkbait, weightless, pitching and twitching, absolute blast. Another bait that I don't have on my hand, but I'm gonna mention really quickly because it just popped into my head, even though it's not winter time. This is an excellent blade bait rod. So little blade baits, 6'9" medium moderate, dialed for those. Also, the popper style baits like the Splashback 70 topwater poppers. 6'9" is money for that. Speaking of topwater, not only your poppers, but your walkers. This is my favorite walking bait rod. I get a lot of questions from people asking me about walking baits, what rods to use, why maybe their walking bait isn't walking properly. They see my videos and they see me just walking a catwalk effortlessly, and they're like, hey, I can't get the catwalk to walk right, or I can't get a dogma or any walking bait to walk right. What am I doing wrong? What's going on? And normally when I start like diving in and getting to the root of the issue with those people and I ask a couple questions, I always end up finding out they're either throwing the wrong line or, more importantly, the wrong rod. If you have too heavy of a rod, if you have too long of a rod, throwing a walking bait is gonna be a little bit more trouble for you. It's gonna be more difficult. Can it be done? Yes. Do people do it? Yes. But I feel like you will find out when you switch to a shorter, lighter rod like the 6'9" medium and you throw a bait like the Dogma 100, it's gonna walk effortlessly. My gosh, I keep hitting my elbow on this vise. Good times. 2 other baits. And honestly, these might be my favorite baits to throw on this rod. The Crush 50 and the Curve Finesse square bills. Smaller profile square bills on the 6.9. Absolutely dialed. Like I said, it's my favorite rod out of the lineup and the one that I use the absolute most, and maybe you guys can see why after that little bait rundown right there. Super heater of a heater series rod right there, the 6.9 medium. And I've got so much excellent feedback on it. A lot of people also really love that rod, and I'm excited that so many people are stoked on these just like I am. These are the rods that I use the most. Like, every once in a while, I'll pick up a Sensory or, you know, one of the USA Customs. I got some Lux Series rods, and you'll see me pick up a Vega Frog rod every once in a while. But the Heater Series is without a doubt the rod that I use the most out of any rod, and I stand by them. I put my name on them. If you give them a shot, you will like them. I've actually never had anyone tell me, hey, I tried those rods and they suck. So I guess that's a good thing. The Heater Series. This is the next one. This is the one that I've been using the longest. This was the first one that I ever started fishing with. Also one of the most popular, especially if you like throwing a swim jig, because this is the rod that I designed to do just that. This is the 7.4 medium heavy, moderate fast Heater Series swim jig rod. And I don't know what it is about this one, but it just looks good. I mean, look at that Heater logo right there. The blue and the yellow, the white and the green. It pops, man, it pops. I love this like aqua turquoise section right here with the bright 6th Sense logo. Fire. So, you know, 6th Sense, you're gonna be covered with the 6th Sense rod warranty. Be sure to register your rod. Just scan the QR code on the tag. You know, we got the cool Heater Series. That's just crazy to see, dude. That's crazy to see that logo on a tag, you know, all professional style like that. These are the real deal. We got these, man. These are out. The Heater Series, it's real with the 6th Sense tag on there, man. Shout outs to 6th Sense for making it a reality. Featuring Fuji Guide's world's finest rod components since 1938. The 7.4 medium heavy mod fast Heater Series. Like I said, absolutely dialed for throwing baits like a Divine swim jig. This is the bait that I had in my mind when we designed this rod. It's absolutely dialed. If you like skipping a swim jig up under docks, if you like turning and burning, covering water with the swim jig, the 7.4 medium heavy mod fast Heater Series is the way. But I'm gonna mention this right now before we get into the next rod really quickly, because we are gonna talk about bladed jigs and jackhammers and chatterbaits here in just a second. But if you like to throw a heavy chatterbait, something that I started doing within like the past 6 months or so, especially back when the chatterbait bite was really on, is throwing a heavier chatterbait, like 3/4 of an ounce to an ounce in like thick vegetation. So when you're throwing the heavier jackhammers, people always ask me, what's the best rod for a chatterbait out of the Heater Series? And I recommend the rod we're gonna talk about next. But if you're throwing a heavier bladed jig, like heavier than a 1/2 ounce, 3/4 ounce and above, or even a 1/2 ounce with like a heavy trailer, I'm gonna have to recommend the 7.4 for that. So this is gonna be an excellent swim jig rod. It's also gonna be an excellent heavy chatterbait rod. I also Texas rig with this rod. I throw, you know, anything that I would throw on a medium heavy, I throw on here. TR worm, the bongo. I do a lot with this rod, really honestly. I could look around and see a bunch of different stuff that I have tied on. Something else I do is heavier square bills on the 7.4 medium heavy mod fast. My 2 favorite being the Crush Flat 75X and the Flat Finesse F4 square bills. These square bills with this rod, match made in heaven, absolutely dialed. The moderate action on this rod, moderate fast action I should say, it allows you to fish it like in, you know, vegetation and cover and still rip the bait free if you need to. But something else, it's moderate enough to where you can fish those little bit bigger square bills, the F4s, the flat sides, anything with a little bit more weight to it. You could throw a heavier lipless on this. This rod, it just like all the other Heater Series rods, is extremely versatile. So use your imagination. But my favorite things to use this rod for, without a doubt, are a swim jig or a heavier bladed jig. And I do a lot of Texas rigging with it as well. Let's move on to the next rod in the Heater Series lineup. This one is another one that sold out really fast the first time we ever had it in stock. One of the more popular rods, and one that I've received so much good feedback about, because people use this rod for a lot of the stuff that I already mentioned and then some. So this is the 7.2 medium heavy mod fast. And I actually did design this rod for bladed jigs. Now, why? Why? 7.2 medium heavy mod fast, really similar to the last rod, just 2 inches shorter. Why would I want to do that? Well, a lot of times when you're throwing a chatterbait, you're moving fast, you're making a lot of casts, you're covering water. Sometimes you're making a little bit tighter casts, throwing to, you know, not so far away from the boat. Maybe you're fishing in tight. Maybe you got a buddy fishing with you and throwing a longer rod. You know, sometimes you end up, sword fighting a little bit. So the 7.2 medium heavy mod fast is the perfect length and the perfect power for these bladed jigs, especially under 3/4 of an ounce. So 1/2 ounce and below, this is my chatterbait hitter right here. This is what I'm throwing, the 7.2 medium heavy mod fast heater series chatterbait bladed jig rod. That's what I had in mind, but let me tell you a couple other things that I really like throwing on this rod. So a couple things that come to mind right off the bat outside of a bladed jig are finesse jigs and spinner baits. The 7.2 medium heavy mod fast heater is really good for those techniques as well. And you know, as I was turning around grabbing these baits off the tackle wall, I thought about the fact that that 6.9 medium that we talked about earlier, the Provoke 106 hard plastic jerkbait and the 6.9 medium moderate heater series rod go together like lamb and tuna fish, or spaghetti and meatballs, if you're more comfortable with that analogy. So I wanted to mention that really quickly before we move on to another one of the heater series rods that I really enjoy using, especially right now, because I'm throwing a lot of baits on this thing right now. Everything from a frog to a plopper to a small glide bait can all be thrown on the 7.5 heavy fast heater series. This is my frogging rod. This is my heavy TR rod, heavy jigs, Texas rigs, whopper ploppers, heavier baits that I'm throwing on top water with straight braid. Dude, I do a lot with this rod. I throw the mini draw, the draw 6.5, throwing that on the 7.5 heavy fast heater. So this is just your beefed up, heavier rod, you know, heavy, fast, a little more traditional. Got a lot of moderate stuff going on in the heater series lineup, so I wanted something that we could just do straight power fishing with. It's also, you know, stiff enough to throw some smaller swim baits. You could throw the trace on this rod. It's an excellent rod for throwing the trace, but we also have a rod that I don't have right here in front of me, but we do need to talk about it because it's extremely important and something that a lot of people really enjoy. Sold out really fast when we launched it for the first time. I'm looking around trying to find if I have one sitting over here. Hello, where are you? You know what? It's out in the boat, but I'm gonna go get it anyway, just so we can talk about it and show it on camera, because like I said, nobody wants to see you talk about something if you can't show it to them right. You'd rather me have it in my hand. So I'm gonna run out to the boat and we'll talk about the other rod that's in the heater series lineup that I've sort of got missing in action right here for the moment, but no worries. I got a couple of them at the ready out there in the rod locker. 7.5 heavy fast for heavy-ish baits. This next one is for the heavy stuff. Stand by. Everybody can relax. I got the rod. I actually got two of them. So the 7.8 extra heavy heater series swim bait special. I mentioned that you could get away with throwing the trace on that 7.5 heavy fast, but if I'm being honest with you, this is the rod you want to do it with. If you like throwing the bigger baits, everything from multi-joints to big soft swimmers like this one that I can't really show you yet right here, that I'm so excited about, that you guys are going to be stoked about. And no, it's not the one you're thinking of, not the one that everybody's already seen, not the one that's been leaked already. This is a new one. Gonna keep it covered up right there the best I can. That one I'm so excited to share with you. But baits like those big soft swimmers, multi-joints, the Baka burrito, glide baits like the big draw, a Chad shad. What else do I throw on this thing? Anything with a big stout jig hook, like any swim bait with a big stout single hook, like the bull shad Baka burrito, that one right there. Your line through swim baits, like the 316 heater series 7.8 extra heavy fast action swim bait special. I've used it to throw all those baits and I love it. Not only that, sticking with the same versatility theme that I've been talking about here. I've already mentioned it a couple times, how we tried to make the heater series lineup capable of, you know, sort of covering some bases here. You buy all these rods, you're gonna be able to do just about everything. Everything but deep cranking. So I think we need a deep cranking rod. You guys go down in the comments and let me know if you'd like to see a heater series cranking rod. But just about everything aside from dedicated deep cranking gear you can do with the heater series. So stoked on that. The 7.5 heavy fast, frogs, whopper ploppers, heavy TRs, heavy jigs, Carolina rigs, you know, stuff like that. Once you start bumping up into those multi-joints, those heavier baits, those bull shads, those baka burritos, line throughs, single hook swim baits. That Heater Series swim bait special is money. Also makes an excellent punching rod. It's really heavy. If you're somebody that likes to fish in like, you know, really heavy cover with heavy punching gear, check out the swim bait special, because like I said, these rods are versatile and they can do more than what I just, you know, originally had in mind when we were coming up with these things. But really, I feel like the star of the show in today's video is that the new little heater, you know, little that little 22. This is the Heater Series 7-foot medium fast spinning rod. Dude, I'm stoked on this, man. Let's get a bait tied on. Let me get this like situated. And then I'm gonna tie on something, like probably like a little single swimmer, and just so we can feel it dangling off the end of the rod, you know, sort of finish this one out. We wanna feel that. We wanna feel that bend, that tip. So let's get this freaking laced up and see what happens, Captain. Oh my gosh, just having the line through the line guides, being able to kind of show you guys some of the flex in that. Freaking, there you go. There you can see kind of what's going on. It's got a lot of flex, feels really nice light. I just so happen to have a single swimmer with a Divine Finesse swim bait head and a 2.7. Let's tie this on real quick. You guys watch all the way to the end of the video if you want to see my dog Blaze. I haven't shown him on camera in a while. Follow me on Instagram, you see him all the time, but he hasn't been on the channel in a minute. I'm gonna show him to you at the end of this video. He's about to turn 1 year old next month, and he weighs 50 plus pounds. We'll check him out here in a second. Got some kind of something right there, but there we go. We got a bait tied onto the Heater Series spinning rod for the first time. Could I whip this bad boy out there? I feel like I could whip it. I feel like I could whip it out there and we'd be good to go. And this would, oh man, honestly, it feels really good. It feels really good. We're gonna catch him. We're gonna catch him on this. We're gonna catch him on this on camera. Can't wait to get out there on the water and use this thing for the first time. And man, we may be using it a lot because dude, I've heard the bite is tough out here. It was tough out here the last time I was out, and drop shot has been the name of the game. So I'll probably be using this thing a lot, but there it is. The new 7-foot medium power, fast action Heater Series spinning rod, available now, along with all the other Heater Series rods on 6thsensefishing.com. They will sell out again. Don't say I didn't warn you. If you guys are into the Heater Series and you want to use the same rods that you see me using in every video, check them out, man. 6thsensefishing.com. JR10 for $15 off the price of every rod. 10% off your entire purchase. Thank you guys so much for the support on the Heater Series. I'm so excited to add the 7th rod to the lineup. And if we keep things rolling like we have in the past, if you guys keep gripping and ripping on the support for the Heater Series, I have a feeling we'll have more coming in the future. Can't wait to share that with you if it happens. You guys get out there, catch yourself some fish. If you picked up a Heater Series rod in the past, let me know down in the comments what you think about it. Let everybody else know what you think about it, because you know people be scrolling the comments trying to read and find out what's going on, what's the real scoop, you know? A lot of times you skip the video, you just go straight to the comments. So if you got a Heater Series rod, drop it down there, let everybody know. Thank you for 76,000 subscribers here on the channel, by the way. We've gained another 1,000, stoked on that, 77K on the way. I appreciate you all for taking time out of your day to watch this video, but that's about all I got for you. That about does it. That about wraps her on up. So I'm gonna say goodbye for now, and I will see you on the next one. But first, as promised, I'm gonna show you Blaze really quick. All right, here's the main man, Big Wheeze. My boy Blaze, he knows when he's on camera, just like Enzo, and he doesn't really like it, so he's looking all awkward. But this is my Dutch Shepherd, Big Blaze, about to be 1 year old, 50-pound man. He's so smart. He's crazy. You guys do not get a Dutch Shepherd. You do not need one of these dogs. If you were on the fence, don't let this be the video that pushes you over onto the wrong side of the fence to where you go get one of these maniacs, because they're crazy. Could bring it back. But if you were on the fence about the Heater Series, definitely jump on over here. Grab yourself one. Go check it out. All right, see you guys later. Say bye, Blaze. My buddy. My buddy. Wherever I go, he goes, my buddy. My buddy. That my buddy, huh? That's my buddy. Good boy. Big Wheeze.
He's big chewing.